30 GB. I was watching a video on how much information do I grasp today. आजको दिनमा मैले चाहिँ मेरो दिमागमा चाहिँ कति इन्फर्मेसन राख्दो रहेछु त भनेर होइन एभरेजमा 30 GB रे
ए हो र
गिभ और टेक होइन त्यसो बिहान उठेदेखि म राति सुतुन्जेलसम्म होइन त्यो 24 घण्टामा मैले भनौँ न गिभ और टेक फ्याक्ट चेक गरेँ मलाई एक्स फ्याक्ट चेक 30 GB जति चाहिँ मैले इन्फर्मेसन मेरो दिमागमा राख्छु रे मैले
ओके
द्याट्स अ लट I don't know. That's a lot. 30 GB भने चाहिँ कति भने just fact check me on this. It's a lot of information. होइन त्यो चाहे नचाहे पनि के मैले I don't need that shit in my life. Equivalent to like 30-40 newspapers होला त्यो भनेको होइन गर्नुहोस् कतिवटा होला होइन त्यो इन्फर्मेसन मलाई चाहिँदैन त्यो इन्फर्मेसन होइन तर मैले त्यो हिँड्दै फोनमा कतै न कतै केही न केही गरेर त्यो इन्फर्मेसन मैले कतै न कतैबाट लोड गरिरहेको रहेछु होइन My parents didn't have to do that. Probably my great-grandparents didn't have to do that. Probably the information was limited. Right? What's going to happen to the next generation? What's going to happen to my unborn child? What kind of information world is my unborn child going to come to?
It's यसो सोच्दाखेरि probably cognition load चाहिँ probably we'll get to a world where probably there is less cognitive load because machine is taking that load for you. Right? So, I think, like for example, if you're driving a car, there's a lot of cognitive load. There's a lot of, to 30 GB, my significant GB is probably just remembering when to stop, take a right, take a left, which direction, and so forth. That's a significant amount of information. Information you're processing, right? यहाँबाट marathon drive गर्नु पर्यो भने you need to remember the road. यहाँबाट जाने, बागमतीको पुल काट्ने अनि and यहाँ one way, यहाँ two way, right? You've like all that. But self-driving car, you don't need any of that, right? You just hop on the machine, hop in the car, and the car will take you. अहिले भने हैन मैले तर I think the more the machines do the job for you, the less cognition load you have, and probably less of information processing you need to do those kind of tasks that get automated. But having said that, you know, one of the things people talk about when they talk about is, you know, yes, there will be jobs replaced, but there will be a lot more new kind of jobs that's created, right?
Sure.
Last year, you would never hear a term called prompt engineering.
What is that? What is that?
So prompt engineering is figuring out how to prompt ChatGPT or large language generative AI systems, right? And now if you go to many companies, you will see a lot of job ads for prompt engineers.
Already,
right? Now, that's a new kind of job that did not even exist last year. So I think with the more automation where it's doing more things for you, there are probably allows humans have time and opportunity to work on more interesting, newer things that needs cognition load, and maybe some of it even have a cognition load, but it's less applied for more mundane tasks.
So we're going to be more innovative?
Could be, yeah, because we'll probably have more time to do some of these things that we, like, instead of having to sit on the car and drive for half an hour, right? If you don't have to drive for that half hour and you can actually spend time on doing something else, that's more creative and more useful.
Probably scrolling more Instagram and YouTube Reels.
That could be too.
My brother said this a couple of days ago, and it hit me really hard. The person who created the airplane, and in another 60 years or so, we went to the moon. 60 वर्ष लाग्यो हामीलाई एयरप्लेन बनाएदेखि एयरप्लेनको पहिलो टेक अफ देखि जहाज भन्न मिल्दैन यसलाई रकेट हैन मुनमा पुग्नको लागि 60 वर्ष 60 years from the moment we took off for the first time till we got to the moon that we used to see for God knows millions of years and we didn't figure out what was
अहिले जस्तो कम्प्युटर पनि थिएन
के पनि थिएन के भन्छ त्यसलाई त्यो एउटा आजको क्याल्कुलेटर बराबरको टेक्नोलोजी थियो रे हैन
क्याल्कुलेटर त थियो के अरे त्यो I don't know actually
समथिङ बराबरको टेक्नोलोजी थियो रे त्यो मुनमा पुर्याउने त्यो के भन्थ्यो त्यो हैन त्यो भनेपछि 60 वर्षमा हामीले त्यहाँसम्म पुर्यायो भने यो रेभोल्युसनको 60 वर्षमा कहाँ पुग्छ होला त हामी
त्यो त इमेजिन गर्नु पनि गाह्रो छ. I don't know. अब like some of the things that we see in movies probably becomes real.
Flying cars? कि त्यो केही पनि हैन.
Flying cars though, I would say almost I सक्यो, right? Because not in the terms of like कारले यस्तो पखेटा निकालेर उड्ने होइन कि होइन. There is like Uber को air taxi छ अहिले, right? Where
दुबईको
कता छ, right? Uber taxi where it's drones to fly from top of the building to top of the building to top of the building, right? That's flying cars to some degree.
Already.
Right? But the air traffic ko movement and so forth, this regulations fully naakole probably is not deployed across all around the world. But from tech perspective, you do have flying cars in some sense.
तपाईले हाम्रो क्लिप एकदमै एन्जोय गर्नुभयो होला. अब पुरै भिडियो हेर्नको लागि चाहिँ युट्युबमा सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios.